We worked together at Court TV. She's brilliant. She's an investigative genius. She broke the Michael Jackson story. She's now written the book on conservatorships. She's live with me now. All right, Diane Dimond. You're the first person I thought of when this story about the conservatorship came out, because you're literally just dropping your book about it. What do you take? Like, what's your take on all of this?
My head is completely muddled with this. I mean, here we are once again talking about a controversial conservatorship. It was Brittany not long ago. Now this one, I don't know what to think yet, because everything is coming out in dribs and drabs and in torrents of information. You just told me something that's fascinating. Michael Oher has a book coming out, and then this big scandal erupts to call attention to his book.
Yep.
That makes me a little suspicious. Look, I'm not an expertise on adoption law. I don't have any expertise in that, but I looked a quick Google check, and it said that, yes, you can adopt someone who's over 18 years old in the state of Tennessee. So are the Tuohys lying that they were told that, or did a lawyer just tell them, oh, yeah, you can't adopt them, go for conservatorship, because that's where lawyers make a lot of money?
So here's what they said about the lawyer. This is Sean Tuohy, and this is a quote from him. He says that the conservatorship was entered into after age 18. We contacted lawyers. This is his quote. We contacted lawyers who had told us that we couldn't adopt over the age of 18. The only thing we could do was to have a conservatorship. But here's the question I have for you. This is 20 years ago, for heaven's sake. And I mean, I'm guessing that Michael Oher in his life and his careers, and he's done all these contracts at the NFL, he got married, that's a contract, that's a legal document. How do you only figure out now that you're not adopted by the family and that you're in a conservatorship? Because I thought, and you tell me, that you actually can't do a whole bunch of stuff like these things if you're in a conservatorship. So how is he only just figuring out now that he's in a conservatorship?
Exactly. Look, let's look at the Britney Spears thing. When you go to court and you are declared a ward of the court, you are declared incapacitated. I write about this in my book. And as such, all your civil rights are gone. You can't hire a lawyer. You can't get married. You can't have kids. You can't vote. You can't do any of those things. And Michael Oher has
signed a deal with the NFL.
Those things.
Signed three deals at the NFL. Big fat contracts for, let me repeat it, $334 million.
Wow. Well, and so, okay, but on the other hand, the Tuohys say he was trying to shake them down for $15 million. Well, if he earned that much in the NFL and they have multi-million dollar estate, then they're two very rich people who are just arguing over what? They're both full of money.
It seems weird.
They're both money makers. I don't get it. There's something more here, Ashleigh, that we just don't know yet.
I think that's it. I think you're absolutely right. I smell a rat, and I don't know who's wrong, but they have said if he wants out of the conservatorship, just say the word. So he's still in it, and that's the part I can't sort of wrap my head around.
And if he's still in it, then they would have had a say. They would have had final approval on all those contracts he signed for the book, the NFL, his marriage contract, all of that. And I don't see that they inserted themselves into that. Look, I don't know what's going to happen with this. It's not going to go away, especially with Marty Singer as their attorney, because he is a pit bull. I used to get letters from him to cease and desist on stories I was doing, and he's not going to let go. So I hope Michael Oher has as diligent an attorney. Yeah.
Can I ask you this, because you know more about the Britney Spears conservatorship than arguably anybody out there. How many years have you been researching this book, by the way? Like 4 or 5 or so?
Oh, maybe no, more. 8. I've been investigating and writing about it for 2015. Yeah.
Okay.
It took me a while.
So this is the question I have for you with regard to what Michael Oher alleges. He says they forced me into this at age 18. They made me sign documents. They told me it was an adoption. But what court would have approved it? What judge would have said, oh, this is fine? He wasn't mentally incapacitated. They allege that he was a little slower. But what judge would have said, this all looks on the up and up, good to go?
Well, remember that a guardianship, or it's called conservatorship in Tennessee, guardians are the ones who take care of someone's personal things, where they live, the doctors they see, their education, stuff like that. Conservators are appointed for financial reasons. So what court in Tennessee did this? Certainly not a family court. I mean, usually these kind of proceedings are held in equity courts. And the short answer on that is an equity court judge can do anything they want. They're really not bound by the rules of a civil court or a criminal court. It's just like, hey, whatever, floats my boat, that's what I'm going to do. Honestly.
Well, there's rumors that this is worth, $300 million. So it's not a small potato story if he's suing for back end on that movie and rights, et cetera, and maybe even punitive. So, Diane, I'm going to stop our conversation here and move on to the financial with the entertainment lawyer. But thank you, my friend.
Oh, great
and
talking
good luck
to you,
with
Ash.
the book. When's it dropping? The book is called When Guardianship Goes Wrong. When does it drop?
It drops on September 19th, but it's available for pre-order if you're interested online.
Well, there you go. It's my brother's birthday,
Thanks,
so
my
I'm
friend.
not going to forget. Thank you, my dear. Appreciate it. Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.